the most commonly used as the shortening of thrust, either upwards or either downwards. So what to make out of like when the shortening of thrust appears. So this tool will give you the most turning points in the market, and to say it will give you a perfect entry spot, and it will help you in gauging and catching the top and bottom of the trade. So this is one of the finest tool or finest indicator which I have made so far. And after very delicate and very prolonged version, uh, like this entire tool is incorporating price and volume, and no RSI, no MACD, no stochastic, no money flow index, and no OBL, on balance volume, or any other thing is taken into consideration while making this tool. So this tool will give you more than 80% or 75% uh, accuracy when it comes to defining the tops and the bottom. And once the top and the bottom is defined, what to expect next. Like for example, today is 15th, and I'm at entry or a trade entry spot and top and bottom version 183. So this indicator, if you want to avail this indicator, you have only 2 days, like for Saturday and Sunday, or max by Monday. Costing is in like this is a sole indicator which will make hundreds and hundreds of dollars for you if you know how to play with it. So I'll start. This is a Nifty chart on 1 hour on daily time frame chart. Any time frame, you would be in a bit. Let us dive into how to do the assessment. So for the sake of discussion, I'm, as the name suggests, launching of most awaited uh, perfect trade entry or perfect trade spot with top and bottom. So now I will dive into this thing, and I'll take a bar replay session also. 1 second. Let me hide the drawings so that my chart looks clean. It has simple thing. It has an upper band. It has a lower band. As soon as the price reaches the upper band and turns back, that means we are having what we are going to observe is over a period of time there would be a shortening of thrust and price might go down, or price may start coming down. Same goes with here. As soon as the price, this green line breaks out of this volatility line, or whatever you want to call it as a range line, as soon as breaks out, it will be a sign for us that now price is going to go turn downwards. That has to be supported by the green color, the red color for selling, green color is for buying. It is as simple as that. So now what happened? We'll see what happened whenever this kind of scenario on a daily time frame happened with this one. Like for example, here what happened? Particular selling started. So now there are two outcomes of this one. One thing, first outcome would be whenever you get a price area wherein there is you can say, what a shortening of thrust is expected from this particular point. Shortening of thrust in what terms? As we are approaching upward, that means as per the Wyckoff teaching, the price is about to go downwards. But on a daily time frame, this will happen sometimes spontaneously, sometimes it will require certain degree of time so that the new downtrend is going to begin. So given the fact, how to deal with it when in a shorter view or in a longer view. So whenever this thing happens, you have to draw a parallel line and see what happens. So if I drew a horizontal line from this particular point, like this was the high, I guess, the point where it started turning downwards. You can see this particular high. The reason I made it as perfect entry spot means this will give you a point. Price doesn't fall below from this particular point. That means it will break this, and it will come back and it will test it, and then there you can go. So this tool is specially meant for the traders who are looking out for a greater risk to reward ratio, a big risk to reward ratio. So having said that, after that, what happened? You can look at the high of this particular candle. So now this acted at the top and price started going downwards. And now here, this is the time area which I'm concerned about. If I mark based on this particular level. So now you can see this point correspond to this point, this price area correspond to this price area. This is a short opportunity. This is a short and long as soon as price breaks down, it will come back and test it. Here you would have shorted at around 24,500 give or take, and this was the price target which we were expecting on 23,500. So 24,500, 23,500. Normally you can say you can do the math. How much does it make? So this it will give you high potential rates and a high liquid area wherein you would get high probability rates compared to anything. Now the point comes is uh, bar replay session. Everyone know everyone wants bar replay session just to have an essence that whether this tool works or not or this or that. So all my tools are uh, profit oriented and they doesn't repaint. So for sake of discussion, I'm doing a bar replay session. Let me from let's see from September 30th. Let's see how far does it go. So now see whether there is a violation or not. Here it is a violation. Price went above this band and it came back. It came back. Here also it went above. And what happened? It went above on this particular bar, but later on it acted as a support and then price went upwards. So it will give you pinpoint levels wherein you have to plan your trade, either for a short sell, either for a buy trade. And you can align my other indicators to refine your entries. This would be giving you much more profit ratio compared to any other trades, because here your risk is very minimum and your reward is maximum. It gave you 4.5. That makes around 285 points. Okay, so now moving ahead with this one, I'll go with the bar replay. Now this has gone down. So now I'm expecting price to come up. Now here what happened? As I mentioned earlier, if this was the area where price started recovering. So what I would look for either price to go up or either price to come down and test and then go downwards. Same goes over here. Same goes over here. It started at this particular point and again started at this particular point. And you can see you got a breakdown trade, a perfect case. And if you look for the amount of profit you would have made in this particular trade, the stop is minimum. This is what it is 2.57. So now again, this is something which is very profitable kind of scenario over here. So now we have seen the 3 points. Now it is coming above. It has broken down. That means a bottom is about to form, and now we should expect price to go upwards. Or either ways, this bottom would be broken and tested, and then. So either ways, we are going to plan your trades accordingly. We are clear with the opportunities, and we are clear with the amount of potential this particular coming or uh, amount of risk to reward to earn in coming trades. So on that line, I will start the bar replay again. It is coming back. It is coming back. Okay, started moving upwards again. It's coming back. Now, this is the point. This is the point wherein I have drawn my support line. So I'll get rid of these lines so that I don't want us to get confused. What were the levels? Okay. So now let us see. Does it give us a breakdown kind of a test, or does it give a count as a pullback and then upward rally? Let us see what happens. Okay. So by far it has given us a breakdown, to some degree a test. Now see where it goes, or how many point does it goes down. So the main purpose of this perfect entry spot is it will give you a single entry, irrespective of whatever your kind of analysis you're doing, whatever things you're doing. This is purely based on Wyckoff price and volume. The sole objective is to identify the pinpointed uh, price and volume area wherein a person can plan his trade accordingly, irrespective of time frame, irrespective of instrument, irrespective of anything. So now let's continue with, let's see how this thing, what is the outcome of this particular trade. Now, yeah, a important point to see is, has the line breached below? Yes, this has gone down and turned around. So I can consider this as this particular level. So now let us see what is happening. Now here, this this level resulted into this reaching price up to this mark, and then after that this breakdown and this level resulted in this one, and then we are coming back. But here also you can see we got a top, we got a bottom, we got a bottom. So bottom and two bottom and one top. So there are two things. One thing, either you would get top and bottom, and plus with top and bottom you would get entry technique to enter based on top and bottom. So let us see what happens later on. See over here. This was the top. See over here. This was the top which we had over here. This was the top, and this top has resulted in continuation to the downward side and into this area. So it resulted in getting the price towards this direction. So you can plan your trade, you can plan your whatever activities, whatever things you want to plan based on this. So this was a bar replay for this one. In another video, I will try to make a bar replay session for I would say JBP USD, USD, JPY, and other tools. So this is a very wonderful, revolutionary tool which would give you a bottom, a top, again a bottom. If this bottom is not sustained, then price would come back and test. So it will give you a proper area to sell or to buy. And even if you're selling over here, you're buying over here. You're not buying them blindly. You're buying with the logic that if this level is not held, then it is broken. If it is broken, then it will give you another opportunity. So in both the cases, it's a winner for a trader. Instead of jumping into any trade without any proper, or you can say without any uh, probability in your favor, you would definitely get a trade out of it. So thanks a lot for watching this video. You can uh, uh, this indicator is available for only till Monday. So if anybody wants, please drop me a message on Telegram or in description or on my WhatsApp number, which is given in my description. After that, you will not get this indicator. This is the only last 2 3 days wherein I would be allocating this indicator. Actually, I was working on this tool for a long time, and now I got the uh, breakthrough, so that at least my intention is to get at least 70 80% of the time share. my trade should be correct. So because here the risk to reward is greater, and you can say a big risk to reward profit is expected. So thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.